Welcome to Talking About Clarksville Business, sponsored by Damon Jennings from Transamerica. I am your host, Ebony Nicole, and today we are visiting Clarksville Ajax Turner 50 Plus Center. I'm so glad I got that right. And I know a lot of us that are here from Clarksville know that there's a center here, but we don't really know what's happening here or what goes on here or how to get involved. So we got some ladies here that are going to tell us all about it. So please introduce yourself to us and what your role is.
I'm Janet Holloman. I am the development coordinator here at the center.
I'm Chantel Tucker, and I'm the community coordinator.
And I'm Jessica Catlett, and I'm the director of our Adult Day Center, the Senior Circle of Friends.
Wow. Okay, so we're going to dig into that because I really need to understand and our listeners need to know what's going on. So, okay, so how do you get involved, or what is this? What happens here at this center?
So many people think we're a nursing home, or they don't know what goes on here, or they think it's just playing cards and nothing going on. But we have so many activities here, so many things, and Chantel can tell you some of that since she's in charge of that. But we have a lot that goes on here that people have no idea. We're very active. And we have a lot of people that wander through the door and their husband's died or their wife has died and they don't know what to do with themselves and they're just at home on the couch. And when they come in, they really feel like they have a purpose and they get in their little niche and they find their little group and they enjoy being here. And we have food, we have breakfast, free breakfast every morning. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's pancake sausage. It's a good breakfast.
It's a good breakfast.
Good breakfast, free for those 60 and over. And we have lunch also every day. So we have a lot of people that come in and actually will stay most of the day. They come in for breakfast and then they'll do their activity and then have lunch and go home in the afternoon.
Okay, so let's talk about who is able to come here. So is it 50 plus?
50 plus.
Okay,
yes.
So how do they join?
We have a membership office up front and it is $35 a year to join. And that's it, $35 a year. That's not much at all.
No, it's not
but they join, they get a little badge, and then they come in and they can do the activities. There are a few that have an additional charge, but only one or two, like for a ceramics piece or maybe a special class that's going on. But for the most part, everything is included in that $35 except their lunch price.
Okay. So tell me, what are some of the things that are offered here?
So on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have our ceramics room where you can go in and purchase and paint. We also have a sewing room that's open every day. We host Mahjong. Jan, help me with this. Mahjong on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We have a bridge group. We also have Rook tournament, hand and foot tournament. We have a computer lab downstairs. We do karaoke every Thursday from 12:30 to 2:30. Line dancing on Mondays. It starts at 12 o'clock and they end early, end late. Sometime it depends on the group. We also have ballroom dancing hosted on Wednesday here. That class starts at 12:30.
It's a lot of fun. I was doing it for a while. It's a lot of fun.
We have adult literacy program that comes over every Tuesday to help our seniors, our senior community with their cell phones, getting into emails, anything they might need with the cell phones or computer. They come and help them with. We also have a Spanish class that's hosted every Friday at 1 p.m.
Wow.
We also have a new vision group for vision impaired that's hosted on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We also have a knitting group that's hosted on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Just getting to be a large group.
Yes, that's why we had to branch out to two days instead of one.
Okay.
We have a tatting group that's hosted on Thursdays at 8 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. Let's see. Guitar class that's hosted.
Guitar lessons.
They have set days, but they have jam out sessions, whatever day they want to. We find a room for them.
Listen to piano also.
Piano on Thursdays. Thank you. We also have a travel group that just revamped and they do trips for our seniors, 2 trips a month. They just went to Golden Corral for Father's Day. They had a great time there.
That's awesome.
And they're going to the zoo, I think.
They were supposed to go today, but the weather, so they decided to change it. And I am also over special events. We had a National Day of Joy that was hosted and sponsored by Comfort Keepers yesterday. Jan works with Geriatric Council. Tell them when that is.
That is the second Thursday of every other month.
Okay.
And they meet here, and that's for anyone that is in the senior healthcare industry in any sort of capacity. It's everything from the hospice people to home health to us here at the senior center, anybody that does anything like that can come, and it's a time to network and have a meal. And it's at noon here every other Tuesday. I mean, every other month on the second Tuesday. But if anybody wants information, they can call about that. We will give them that.
Okay.
We also have a pool room, a billiards room, where they do pool tournaments every Monday. We also have our own personal hair salon here with the stylist.
I saw that when I walked through the front door. Wow, amazing.
We basically allow them to tell us what they like and what they want, and it is our job as a team to try to find people to come in and do it, or sometimes we even host it. I know Jessica and Jan used to host chair exercises on Mondays and Fridays for a long time.
And we still have that. We just no longer teach it. We have volunteers that teach it.
Chair exercises,
yes, we do have that.
Mondays and Fridays, and it's also on Zoom.
Okay.
We also do a monthly newsletter where you can find all of this information in there, and we have a wonderful website that you can utilize to find out our different activities.
Okay.
In there.
www.ajaxturner50plus.org.
Yep.
And 50 is the number, and everything else is spelled out.
And I am also over the special events in the center. We just celebrated National Milkshake Day. We did homemade chocolate chip cookies for National Chocolate Chip Day.
Oh, wow.
Cinco de Mayo with non-alcoholic margaritas. We also have this special cart that we take around. It's called the Happy Cart. Our volunteers here push it around and sell items on a Happy Cart for $1.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just different snacks that our members or participants might like. Yeah.
Okay.
We get visitors that come in, might want a bottle of water. We'll get them a bottle of water. We also do different activities that we as a team and staff members join. There was a painting class yesterday.
Painting class, one of those where they teach you step by step.
Yeah.
That's going on for what, next 4
weeks?
Four
Yes.
weeks.
I love that.
It's a tedious class.
We have, and all of our programs are run by volunteers. We don't pay anybody to do a program. They're all volunteer run, so we could not work without our volunteers.
Okay, that was something I wanted to ask. So how can the community get involved? And then we'll dig a little into what you do on your side. How can the community get involved? What is the process if they wanted to say, okay, so I do this.
And I want to come in and do a class.
Yes, and how to do that.
They would have to call and get with Chantel, and she would help them schedule that up and pick a time and go through the process for that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's about it. Whatever your gifts are, we want them. So call and tell us what you like to do. It's a nice little easy process. You fill out a little application, background check. We have to make sure that our seniors are safe.
Yes.
And then we go from there and get it on a schedule and see what we could do and how we could fit it in. And we try our best to get everything donated, but sometimes, like Jan said, there is a small fee, maybe $5 to $7. We just had this wonderful wreath making class, and wreath making is really expensive, but we were able to do that class for $5 per person.
Okay.
And we raised money for the rest of the things, so that was a wonderful program that Jan and I got to participate in and make wreaths for our office doors.
Okay.
And if somebody wants to do something, it doesn't mean that they're signed up for every month for the rest of their life. They can come in and do a one-time class if they have a special gift to teach you to, like you say, paint seashells or whatever.
Okay.
If they've got something they want to do just one time, they can volunteer to just come in and do that one time and not have to do it again, or they can come in as much as they want. They'll just go through Chantel to get all that.
I also want to point out that we do host a rock painting class. So most of the rocks you see around Clarksville, the kindness rocks, come from our center.
Really? That is awesome, because I see those a lot.
Yes.
So I was wondering, okay, now we know where they come from.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about what you do, Jessica?
So we happen to be the only licensed adult day center in Clarksville, and we've been in business going on 21 years actually this September. And what we do is we provide respite care and supervised care for our elderly community who is no longer able to stay home on their own.
Okay.
This provides the caregivers with a daily reprieve and respite. So it's very twofold. We help with helping our individuals maintain the abilities and skills that they currently have to help the caregiving journey easier for the caregiver. Because we're a nonprofit, we are probably one of the most affordable supervised care in Clarksville. We're able to provide care at a daily fee for what some can charge almost hourly.
Wow.
Our
Okay.
highest fee is $50 a day, and anything under 5 hours is half of that. So that's $25, which is an average cost per hour
Oh, wow.
for in-home care.
This is my buddy Jack. He's my best friend, and I know that if I tell him anything, he's not going to tell anybody. He's truly my best friend. I also know that Jack might live longer than me, and if that happens, he needs to be taken care of. Another thing I know is that for $50 a month, I am making sure that Jack is going to be all right, whether it's me or not. He's my best friend, and he's worth it. Let's protect your best friend.
So we are able to meet that affordable need in order for people to receive that supervised care, because a lot of people don't realize how crucial that is when you're caregiving, that
Right.
you have to have a break. You have to have time for yourself.
Exactly.
And it helps a lot to have a place where your loved one can go and remain social. We're able to help them keep their social skills. We're able to help them with physical skills, cognitive abilities. You name it, we can do it because it's personalized care. Now, we are a social non-medical facility, so
Okay.
as Ms. Jan had spoke before, a lot of times people believe that we are an overnight nursing home, but that's not the case.
Okay.
We're licensed via DHS, and what happens is we're here 7:30 to 5 every day, and then we work with our caregivers very strategically to provide them the best schedule and contract of attendance that meets their need.
Okay.
So let's say that you have a regular appointment every Wednesday to get your hair done. Well, we want to take care of your parent that day
Okay.
because that would be the most convenient for you to have something set in stone where you don't have to worry about where is mom or dad going to go while I go do this? Do I have to cancel my appointment because I don't have help today? We will help you with that, and we can help them really get that schedule so that they can still fulfill their life outside of caregiving.
Right. That is
Because we
amazing.
have to take care of the caregiver.
Right. You have to take care of the caregiver. And I don't think a lot of people realize that you do need a
Exactly.
break. You
Mhm.
do need help. You
You
can't do it
do.
all by yourself. So this
Absolutely.
is a great resource. So how do they sign up for this particular program?
So what you would do is you can either go onto our website and get our intake packet off of that, or you can just call at the center and ask for myself, Miss Jessica.
Okay.
And I'll just walk you through the process. I like for caregivers to come in and receive the intake packet, because when they do that, I can help start the enrollment process by doing a brief assessment with their loved one. It's not invasive. It's not
Right.
something they would know we're even doing. We're just
Right.
conversating. We're getting
Right.
to know them, judging their willingness, things like that. And then in the meantime, that gives the caregiver an opportunity to fill out the place to decide, okay, this feels comfortable for me. I think that I would enjoy my loved one being here.
I am amazed at all of the information that I have received today and all the wonderful things that you all are doing here. Is there anything that we haven't covered that you guys want to talk about?
Lunch is open to the public. It's $10 for the public, and it's $5 for our members.
Okay.
And it is a meat, some vegetables, a drink, a dessert. It's a good lunch. We have all sorts of
Salad.
different things. Salad. It's on our website and on our
Okay.
newsletter, the menu.
Okay.
We have a great kitchen staff, and they keep our meals going, and they're great. And also funding. We need to talk about funding. For
Okay.
People
Yeah.
don't understand how we're funded. And a lot of people think we just have this influx of money pouring in, and we don't.
Okay.
Most of our funding comes from the city of Clarksville. Then we're also a United Way agency. As a nonprofit, we're able to be a United Way
Okay.
agency.
Okay.
And we get funding from GNRC in Nashville, which is Greater Nashville Regional Council. And Jessica was going to talk about that with hers in just a minute. And then we also have to fundraise. So from
Okay.
time to time, we will have a large fundraising event. We had one in December at the Wilma Rudolph Event Center. It was dinner, a band, a Santa, an auction. Like she said, it was the day of the tornado. It was,
wow.
but we did well. But we have to fundraise because this is a large building. Our building is over 33,000 square feet.
Oh, amazing.
We have the
Okay.
older part of our building, and the newer part opened in 2017, and it is actually on 2 levels. And we do have an elevator.
Okay.
It's very slow, but we have an elevator, which we're grateful for.
good.
But it takes a lot of money to run this center and to run our programs and to pay the electric bill. So we do fundraise from time to time. We'll do mini fundraisers, and then we'll do some large ones. So out in the community, if you see we're doing a fundraiser, please help us. Or if you just want to send a donation,
Okay.
you can send a donation
Support.
here to 953 Clark Street, Clarksville, Tennessee, 37040. And we forgot to say earlier that we have bingo. Bingo is a large thing. So we have bingo how many times a week?
Twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. And once every other month, we have something called the Bingo-a-thon, where we play bingo from 9 o'clock a.m. to
Really?
3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Is it a jackpot?
Whatever's on the stage is what you win.
We have prizes. We rely heavily on donations, whether it's monetary or we get things for
Gift
bingo prizes,
cards.
gift cards, anything like that. We rely heavily on that kind of thing to
Okay.
give prizes to our people for the different events that they do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's
That's
awesome.
great.
Okay, so tell me
So,
about.
a golden nugget with GNRC that I think every caregiver in Clarksville really needs to know is that if you are considering joining the Senior Circle of Friends, I can refer you to GNRC and they could potentially pay for up to 3 days, and depending on the family's need and the availability of funds, maybe even an additional day. That would be 3 to 3 days or more potentially
Right.
of free care
Free
for
care.
your loved one. And right now in society, that's huge.
Right.
We need that. They need the support. And keep in mind too, while they're here, they're having breakfast, lunch, and a snack. That's also going to help with the grocery bill at the end of the week.
Exactly.
So we can really help the family receive good quality care at a very discounted price, which is unmatched currently in Clarksville.
That sounds amazing. Wow. I am so amazed at what you all do. So let's do a real quick recap of, okay, so 50 plus, and they can sign up online. And is there a website or do they come in to
They
sign
need to
up?
come in person to sign up because they have to have a picture made for their badge because
Okay.
they have to have an ID for everyone.
They can
that
print out
comes
their
in.
application.
They can print out their application
online.
and
Okay.
do it at home and bring it in, or they can pick up one here.
Okay, and that's business hours for the 50 plus center.
Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. That's
Okay.
when we're open here.
Okay.
And we do have dances. We forgot the weekend dances.
Okay.
We do have dances on Saturday night here. There's
Oh,
usually
wow.
always a live band. They start at 7, I believe, and
Yes.
anyone can come to those. And they're how much? $7
$7,
to
yes.
get in.
$7 to get in.
They can also check which band it is and what's going on with that on the website or on our newsletter.
And we've just added Fridays.
Fridays.
So it's not every Friday. That's why you have to keep your eyes open.
Okay.
Because sometimes they'll throw a Friday in there if we get a band that comes in and wants to play.
So they need to follow you. Is that online? So
Yes.
is it Instagram,
We
Facebook?
Also, we
What
have
is it?
Facebook, and our Facebook is listed as Clarksville 50 Plus Activity Center because we've through the years
50
had
plus.
several different branding names, but that's what the Facebook is, and they can follow us on Facebook or, like I said, on our website.
On your website. Okay. And what is the website again?
It's www.ajaxturner50plus.org and the number 50, not that, and the rest is spelled out.
Okay. Okay.
And like I said, we're at 953 Clark Street, which is just off Greenwood Avenue, which is also just off Madison Street.
Right.
So it's very centrally located downtown.
And it's 35 a year.
35 a year.
35 a year. So if they joined in August, it's still
And we run July to July. So if
Okay.
they join anytime in between, it's prorated. So that-
that is good to know. So if anybody
Yes.
wants to join today,
and
they know
anybody
it's
can stop
prorated.
in, have a tour, look around.
Okay.
They're welcome to visit, see what goes on. We have a lot of things that are open to everyone too, like health fairs and that type thing. We have
Okay.
anybody in the public can come into that. So
Okay, so you said that the hours of business are
8 to 4.
8 to 4.
Monday through
Okay,
Friday.
Monday through
Yes.
Friday.
And the ADC hours are a little different to meet the caregiver's need. We are open 7:30 to 5. And the senior center is our community. So while they're open 8 to 4, we are able to participate in any of the activities or programs they
Oh, that's
have with
awesome.
our the ones that I say our loved ones because we
Right.
genuinely love the people we care for. So we can take them there and provide supervised care in a bigger social setting.
And one last thing, our slogan is where strangers become friends and friends become family. We very much we're family to these people here. We are very much their family. We help them with all kinds of things. A lot of them don't have family that check on them or help them. At a phone reassurance, we have a phone reassurance program.
Telephone reassurance.
Telephone reassurance. Anybody, anywhere that wants a phone call every day, once a week, whatever. We have someone that calls and checks on them, just says, "Are you okay? Do you need anything? What you been doing?" Just to give them
Wow.
something to talk to. But we get very involved with a lot of them, and we do a lot of things to help them out. And they love us, and we love them, and it's very much a family and a community here.
So I would recommend if you know someone that is 50 and older to come and check out this facility because it has so many amazing things to offer. You don't have to sit at the house alone and all of that. Come out and play bridge, come out and do all kinds of things, eat some good food, make some new friends. So we are located again at
953 Clark Street.
Clark Street in Clarksville, Tennessee. Thank you so much for joining in to Talking About Clarksville Business. I'm your host, Ebony Nicole. Have a great day.
After hard work, planning, and saving, you finally open your food truck. Your plans start working and your truck is popular. However, we know that dangers are on the road and we don't know what's going to happen. If your business plan does not include FTLI, then we need to talk about your preparation.
We are sponsored by Damon Jennings from Transamerica. Now, today we have with us Mr. Demario Gold. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us today. So you have two businesses that we want to talk about today, which is Middle Tennessee Wood Flooring.
Yes, ma'am.
And Gold Global Properties.
Correct.
All right. So tell me just a little bit about yourself, because I heard that you were from Clarksville.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know you.
I am from Clarksville, born and raised here.
Yes.
I'm 31, so I've been here 31 years. Of course, since birth. I'm a father of one child, 3-year-old Alea.
Okay. Which she told you to wear your necklace today.
She did.
Okay.
She had me on point today, so I'm proud of her for getting on me about that.
And he did it.
A lot of what I do, of course, in this community is both the flooring business, as you mentioned, as well as real estate. They're my two biggest passions that I have out there. One, because I like seeing things go from nothing to something.
That's beautiful.
And two, I love being able to make a change in even the smallest way. My main thing is to be able to bring about the change that Clarksville is already having, while also being a big contributor to it at the same time.
Okay.
I've went and tried different ways and avenues growing up, that I would say are my calling, but they never truly came to light. But these two businesses are actually they are literally a part of me as much as I am part of them.
I love that. I love that. So you're taking something sometimes old and making it new.
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes brightening something that's already bright, but you're making it brighter.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think that's beautiful with the renovation. Okay. So are you just local here or?
Most of my work here is in Clarksville.
Okay.
I have started expanding out to Nashville, of course.
Okay.
And even the metro surrounding areas. My biggest thing that I want to do, of course, is franchise the flooring business, but that's down the road.
That's down the road. Okay.
Right now, I want to make the best of what I got. My dad used to always have the biggest saying is, take your time and focus on one thing at a time. And then once you get good at that, then you go to the next thing.
I think that's amazing. So it's called wood flooring, but do you do walls and
I do.
all
I
kind
do
of things?
full aspect renovation. The
Okay.
only thing that our team does not actually take care of is plumbing and electrical.
Okay.
Other than that, we focus on your floor. We focus on the walls, getting paint. We can do drywall. We can do exterior work. You name it, and we've got ways of taking care of it.
Okay. So how do we get in contact with you?
One of the biggest ways that people ask is, of course, on Facebook.
Okay.
I'm always accessible on Facebook.
Okay.
Two, I have created a website that I'm hoping is like an all-in-one that can come to me without having to feel like they're bugging me at the same time.
I understand. See, people will think that. Okay. So what is your website?
It's Middle Tennessee Wood Floors, Mid-10 Wood Floors.
Mid-10. Is that TN?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mid10.com. And they will be able to also reach the Gold Global Properties.
Correct.
As well on that. And do you have Facebook, Instagram,
I do. I have all of them. Gold Global Properties has both a Facebook and an Instagram.
Okay.
Middle Tennessee Wood Floors has a Facebook and then the website itself.
Okay, and that's the handle.
Yes, ma'am.
Gold Global Properties. Did y'all hear that? And Mid-TN Wood Floors. Those are his handles. And also there's a phone number on there that they can reach you and all of that. Can they book appointments as well on the website?
Yes, ma'am, they can.
Hey everybody, Damon Jennings here. You know that I'm doing open mic comedy every Thursday at Joker's Comedy House on Fort Campbell Boulevard. And we want you to come see us, come have some fun, enjoy yourselves on a Thursday night, help get this thing massive. And my friends over at the Peach Cobbler Factory on Martin Luther King Boulevard definitely wants to help this grow. Jamie's the manager at this fine place, and she is gonna say that.
Hi guys, I'm Jamie. I'm gonna give you guys half off a dessert. This week we're gonna do half off a cookie of your choice at the Peach Cobbler Factory. Just bring in your receipt from the show anytime between Thursday and Sunday, and I'll hook you up with it. And then the dessert will change every week, so go to as many shows as you want to.
So Thursday to Sunday after the show, you have half off of a cookie at the Peach Cobbler Factory. This is only at the Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard location, so you have to come over here by exit 11. I'll see you at Joker's.
Okay. Do you, how do you do it?
On Mid-Tin Wood Floors, what you do is you go onto our website. On the very bottom there, it has on there, request a quote.
Okay.
On there, you type in a little bit of your information, tell us a brief little summary of what it is you're looking to get done. Within 30 seconds to a minute, I'm calling you.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm actually doing it. Yeah, I don't play around. I like to be able to let them know that I have a sense of urgency as much as they do when it comes to getting these projects done. So I want them to be in the thought process and feel as though that their feelings are reciprocated back to them. So I make it to where I don't care what it is. I get an alert all the time on my phone about, hey, look, so-and-so just booked a quote. Within 30 seconds to a minute, I'm calling you and I'm getting details. I'm scheduling a booking time that I can actually come out and do a measure, a time that I can sit with you and actually find out what your needs are. And then from that point, I build your quote. I get everything together. I put it into a detailed scope of work so that you understand as much as I do what is going to be done from point A to point B to point C. And then I let you know, hey, look, this is a time frame. I even have vendors that I have now set up that are also local here in Clarksville.
I like that.
I love keeping Clarksville. I love the growth of Clarksville. So I want to make sure that all the vendors here are also local to Clarksville. It makes people feel comfortable knowing that, hey, look, my flooring came from Clarksville. My contractors came from Clarksville.
I love that.
All of it's here. And I never had to worry about somebody coming from Nashville just to come and do all that.
Right, exactly. So tell me a little bit more about Gold Global Properties. So the properties that you renovate, but you're also a real estate developer? Or
I started off initially wholesaling real estate.
Okay.
It's essentially where I go in, I get a contract with the seller, especially in my case, I always went for those who were going through pressing times.
Okay.
You know, somebody that's going through pre-foreclosure, divorce, just the whole nine that you'll experience that everyone, I hope, never has experienced, but we have all seen it, of course, in our economy these days. I go in and I try to address these issues. I normally get the contract with them and then sell it to an investor.
Okay.
Well, over time, it's evolved now to where my business is more of, hey, look, we're no longer selling all of our contracts to investors. I keep the contracts. I'm essentially the flipper at that point.
Okay.
And then Middle Tennessee Wood Floors comes in and they do the renovation.
Okay.
The quality of what I'm trying to build is that these homes that are in distress are now going to be taken care of because both Middle Tennessee Wood Floors is going to handle the quality of work that's going to be in there so that no longer do you have to worry about, oh, this flipper did bad work.
Right, exactly. They're working with you from start to finish.
Exactly. So
that's great.
And my end goal for Gold Global Properties is to be to where I can renovate these homes, bring them back to life, and then put a homeowner in there that will live in there for the 30 years and be proud of the home they have.
Okay. I like that. So I'm going to ask this question. To you, for the audience, why should they choose you? I know you said it a couple times, but drive that home for me. Why should I choose you?
Why choose me? That's an easy one right there for me. Why choose me? Because I care more than the average person will. The detail that I scope for, the detail that I look for in every flip, every home, it's something that, to some flippers in Clarksville, it's just, hey, look, let's put it back on the market. Let's put some new floors or whatever.
Just making money.
It's
not making a home, not building a home.
You know what I mean? What I want them to see is that they are not only just getting a brand new home, they're getting something that for the next 30 years, they can live with pride and not have to worry about my floors are buckling, my walls look like this, why is this messed up, my toilet ain't even installed correctly. You know what I mean? I want to bring every bit of quality into these new homes that more than builders are even doing for themselves.
I love it. I'm sold. I'm going to have to check you out because I need some work on my house. So I just wanted to reiterate the website again.
Yes, ma'am.
It is midtn.com. And on there, you can also get your information on Gold Global Properties. I knew it. So we want to thank you, Demario, so much for coming out and speaking with us today. We learned so much about Gold Global Properties in Mid-Tennessee mid-10 wood floors. I'm
Yes,
gonna get it
ma'am.
right. So today you have been watching Talking About Clarksville Business on ClarksvilleTV.live. We are recording in Stay in Faith Ministry Studio, and we are sponsored by Damon Jennings with Transamerica. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time.